Last class we have seen just brief information about data science, right? What we are going to learn and that, and then what are the components we have in data science. Okay, so that we have just discussed about just briefly. So we'll go in detail in the further classes. Okay, what are the components, how it will be useful for our current trend, those things. Okay, and then what are the components in that? We have domain expertise and technology. If we integrate, then only we can get data science. So what are the domain expertise methods? Like descriptive analysis, predictive analysis, and prescriptive analysis. How? We'll take one example and then we can go with the practical. So this is like just going through the information, like we can say terms in data science. Data processing and analytics, what are the, how we can integrate the technology with the data. Okay, then only we can get the data science. Ultimately what we are going to give to the client is like end results in the sense like one proper structured data to understand high level management. They will not look at the every record, right? So they will look only reports. So but we have huge amount of data, that to unstructured and structured data. So how our technology integrate with the data. So this data science is, you feel like don't feel like very complex. Okay, even if it will be machine learning models, okay, and applying artificial intelligence, then it's very easy actually. But problem is we have to build our own model by our by using what we are going to learn. So building our new model is, it is a challenge. So but learning the mechanism, it is easy. Okay, even machine learning models, kn models, so those things are very easy. I can drive you in a simple path. Okay, so the day in a data scientist, what exactly doing on daily basis. So what is the end results for the data scientist when he started work? So the first a question rise from the client. So first, so it is question to answer methodology. So if there is a question, there should be a proper data to answer. So first, all the questions come from the client or on whatever you are going to. Then based on that, data acquisition will start. So whether it will be a acquisition from social network, acquisition from database, and acquisition from different file system like XML file or CSV file or text file, whatever the file. So we can get the data in different manner. That is up it's up to the client. So if he is able to access to the database, we can get the data, or system or file system we can, and we can go for social networkings. Okay, what they have one system, right? Like third party, they will maintain a proper data, maybe they will give. So this is the first step. Data sciences will do data acquisition, and then second step, he is doing data wrangling. The data wrangling is nothing but already predefined structure is there. So we can say data wrangling is also called as data mugging. So that means it is the process of transforming the data, or you can say mapping the data from existing formats to required format. For example, he is giving text file. So our required format would be PDF. Our required format will be different. Okay. So mapping the raw data. So data acquisition will start from getting the raw data only, right? So then we are making it into our required format using machine learning models. Okay. Using machine learning models. After that, once we get required format or appropriate format, which we are going to provide the client, then the data see, this is only whatever the data we require, then we will get that much data only. Then using some machine learning models, and after that we are applying mathematical and statistical models. So we'll have some we have R language, extensive R language to apply the statistics. So that we are using in real time. So R language we can apply like mathematical and statistical model, and whatever the report format. So if his client is expecting visualization part, then we can report into a dashboard. Okay, or you require data report in a graph format. We can provide downloadable option also, which data he requires, and data products. Okay, we can build an application also. If you access that, so we will get required data. So this is the simple way like data scientist will work. Okay, so first data acquisition, data wrangling, and applying the machine learning models, and after that applying the statistical and mathematical model, what required we are going to provide. So this is the simple steps for the data scientist roles and responsibilities. Okay, so basic skills, as we discuss basic skills, right? Like you have to think in a broad mind. So what are the questions before the client? If before delivering the project date we are going to start, as a data scientist you have to clear all the doubts from the clients. Okay, like understanding the data structure and interpret and wrangle the data and apply statistical and mathematical methods and visualize the data and communicate with stakeholders or the clients, work as a team player. So these are these things, we mandatory things we need to have these things, because a data scientist is the key element for the company or key asset to the company. Okay, so whole project depends on data scientist only. So under that there are so many developers like Java developer, Python developer, and then so as a data scientist you will be involving coding and you will be involving functional also. So you have to maintain the balance between functional as well as technical. So you can call it as techno-functional specialist. Always with deals with data only, whether it will be unstructured, structured data, or whatever. So you will be dealing with data and you will be giving in suggestions to the client and getting information, and working with the team to deliver the product on time. Okay, so that is the basic. See that you are going to expect salary as per the market, right? So once they are providing a package like this, so the work will be also same. So there are, see, if you see, data scientist will be in two ways. One is directly recruiting as a data scientist, or already you are working on technology and migrating internal migration will happen from one technology to another technology. So whatever it is, data scientist is the peaks technology then which can save in the future. It will like secure for you. So no worry about your like, right, companies are like, if you don't have one digital skill there is no increment. So that statement has already delivered last year onwards. So we have to be a digital specialist, so always with integrate with the data. So that is the only thing I can give you. 33 techniques will be there to handle with data scientists in real time. Those are very useful. Explain in the project when you are going for interview. And this interview will be not simple, right? So first they will give one case study and how you think and how you apply machine learning models and how you understand the requirement and writing the code for that, how you will deliver the product. So they will give one case study. They will not ask you interview question, what is data science, what is unstructured data, what is those things. They will not. It is it is simple way of understanding, but to clear interview is, that is depends upon how you utilize your mind. Okay, because whole project depends on you, right? So that's why they will have one case study, one or two case studies in interview process. Okay, it's not like question to answer interview. So sources of big data. Now, as we discussed in the last classes, unstructured data will maintain in big data in unlimited format. So data scientists work with different types of data sets for various purposes. Now the big data is generated every second through the different media. The role of data science has become more important now. So as we discussed, we are speaking last class and this class also, data science is the most important concept because data is growing drastically day by day. So let's see one example, sensors. So in future, like coming now it's started IoT, Internet of Things. It's a sensor, right? So before earthquake, it will give sensor. So it will each and every time sensors will store in the database. Like think about how much data is every second is storing in the sensor. So it will intimate before happens, okay, incidents happens like earthquake or tsunami or whatever floods, whatever it is, okay. So it will store sensor information. And social media network, you know, right, LinkedIn is most professional way of social networking website. And then if you go for Facebook, Instagram, so see how much data is increasing drastically. And text data as with anything, sending mails on these things, okay. Location in say Google Maps, so how much every pinpoint now it's came Google Maps into rural area also, right? So every now you can see your home by using Google Maps right now by sitting in front of the system. So that means think about in a worldwide how much it is happening. Okay, that image in the sense like you can we are posting web images, and you can say Instagram is the best example for that. So we are providing images. So how on daily basis how many images are uploading and downloading. So those things it will storage mechanism, okay. I'm talking about video. It's best example for, we have so many example, but best example for YouTube. So like daily basis how much data is uploading, okay. Like you say petabytes of data is uploading by day. So that storage mechanism, if you go for legacy system, that is not applicable. And then big data is the best source and open source tool. See apart from that, see we have a open source, okay, without license and unlimited storage. Then apart from that, what we require, we don't require anything, okay. We don't want to build another system for us, right? Because it's a open source, it's a free, we can. Then unlimited storage, so we don't require apart from any other database or other file systems to storage. The two component, this is the major important component in data science perspective to understand unstructured data, okay. Audio, then music also, right? We are just storing, and there are so many music we will be storing, and then we'll be recording the sessions. Those things we'll be keeping in, we'll storing in data. In big data is also it's a complex task. So server level data transportation network. So see how you understand how much data is growing or drastically increasing from different sector. Not only this, there are so many like healthcare, okay. So and then we got transportations, okay, then inventory system, and then daily, so it's happening huge amount of data. We deal with data, that's it, okay. So the major part of three V's in big data. Big data is characterized by the following three types. One is volume, velocity, variety. Volume, enormous amount of data generated from various sources as we discussed. And velocity, large amount of data streaming in great speeds which requires quick data processing. See, storing is okay. So we see if we store data, then if you next time if client is required or customer is required, if you don't have access to get the data in a fraction of seconds, then no use of storing the data, right? Simply storing is doesn't have any problem. There is a parallel mechanism. So how you are distributing the data, how you are retrieving the data or collecting the data. So distributed mechanism will be parallel system, and retrieving the data will be in a parallel system, will make data processing very speed. Best example, now if you go for Ola or if you go for Uber, so what they happen, once the order is confirmed, from there, once order is closed, he will be in Hadoop cluster. Okay, every second where is available, tracking is there, right? We can do with the Flume or Wozi. It's a Hadoop ecosystem tools. I will introduce those things. So here, once the order is generated and order is confirm like close, so then from this in between, so a vehicle is coming to your destination, then each and every second it has to stream the data. It will stream the data and it has to store it. Okay, for example, now I have to go for from 20 kilometers. Every second data will be streaming. That is called one type of database streaming. Also we can use some databases. Okay, so vehicle is updating, also tracking is very important. Okay, so how you can track? When the vehicle data is stored in the database, then we can access the data, then we can say that vehicle is in that place. Okay, so how much distance is there, where is exact point, what time, okay, which vehicle number. So those things, it is a streaming database, we can say. So speed is very important with compare. So that is velocity and variety, different formats of data, structured, semi-structured and unstructured. So we have just casual discussion in the previous classes what is structured data and unstructured data and semi-structured. Semi-structured is just will include with unstructured and semi-structured some part of. So we'll have brief discussions about structured, semi-structured and unstructured. Okay, so big data is a huge collection of data stored on distributed system. Machines are like popularly referred. It's, so always it will be working with the clusters. Okay, so cluster will just we will be maintaining so many clusters going on. We can increase. I will explain clear architecture about big data storage. Okay, then you will understand, like, so there is like map reducer will be there, task tracker is there, job tracker is there. Okay, and replica is there. For example, today you are going to store in database in Hadoop like 25,000 records. So when you store immediately, what happen, our data will be, a replica will be three factor, we can say, replica factors. Okay, so the factorization will be 3. You can increase. That means, for example, the replica will be not stored in the same node, same disk. It will store in different disks. If one disk is failed, so we don't have any problem. So then from the next disk, automatically it will. So we don't require manual projection here. So automatically the disk will be, automatically it will rectify that issue and then it will pick the data. So that replica of data is also very important. Okay, so data science helps extract information from the data and build information driven info enterprises. So that means getting the data and keeping one storage and we are building one application. That's it. So if you see the front end, then we can, whatever the data, we can use it. Okay, so different sectors using a data science. So here I have given only some of sectors where. So as you know, right? So data science will be working in every sector. So various sectors use data science to extract the information. They need to create different services and products. First, they need to understand the data, whatever the build, whatever the business they have. Ultimately, they need analysis on the data, like how many sales happen, how many products and how many patients visited, how many persons are liked, how many persons are shared, okay, how many persons are downloaded, what age people, those things, it will be captured. Then only based on that information we are just providing the digital services, products and information driven applications. Okay, so like you can say social media platforms, social network platforms, search engines. Okay, and then healthcare domain, finance and then public sector. So we have different strategy will be there for data scientists. Not only this one, networking. Okay, there are so many. So when we go for using the data science in social networking firm. Okay, so LinkedIn uses data points from its users to provide them with relevant digital service and data products. See here, when we go for LinkedIn, so like I have taken one example like for LinkedIn. See here, every icon, every data points, so it is a profile information, and like what is your profile, like what is your name, and then your designation, those things, and groups, how many groups are there, and location, so where exactly a customer came from. Okay, and connections, how many people are interacting with the another people. Okay, like interaction, and then post, how many posts you are doing, and then what, so those things, likes, how many likes. So these are the data points. Based on the data points, they will collect the information, and they will create digital services and digital product for the next generation. So first they will give high level information to the top level management. Okay, so top level management, what they will do, if they want report, just they will clickable option will be there in the dashboard using Tableau. We can click that, so automatically PDF or Excel, whatever that, it will be loaded. So this is the social network platform which we are going to. Now this is the search engine, as we discussed last class. Like Google uses data science to provide relevant search recommendations as the user types query. That means when you search something, so it will store it. Automatic feature is fed by the data models. We can apply one model data, like you can say machine learning model, then we can get the data. Influence factor will be query volume, unique and verifiable users, geographical locations, from where is user is accepting the data, and keyword and parses. We will maintain in the mechanism in the machine learning model, keyword and parses matches on the web. Whatever you are trying, whether it matches, then it will search for different locations. Okay, so data centers, I spoke, right? So those data centers, and then some scrubbing for inappropriate content. So unnecessary data will be automatically not displayed. See here, then fast and real-time analytics is made possible by modern and advanced infrastructure, tools and technology. See here, this much this much results will be displaying in 50 seconds. See then how much, that's why they will keep data in a different data centers, like based on the machine learning model. So then immediately they will, fraction of seconds, they will display the data using some model. So we are building the machine learning models to get that those things. We will store all the keywords and parses information in a model, then we can apply this thing. So see here, whatever the data is available, we can pick the data and retrieving the data in a parallel. I have 25 data centers, so I want to get data science, data scientist, data scientist salary, data structure. But I did not complete my search keyword. I'm just data. Yes, I'm going to. So this will be displaying from different data centers which keyword matches. If you require data science, then it will pick one data center. But if you require data scientist and data scientist salary, these things will be storing in different data structure, but it parallelly it will pick the data. Okay, so that we can apply using machine learning model. Using data science, healthcare. So coming to healthcare, data science play plays very key, like important role to analyzing and making the decisions. And you can speak about very example in future, and then sensor, like on radar, like some information is happening, every human being, some radars are sending. Okay, then within a fraction of second, whole body it will scan, it will capture the information, what is the drawback from your body in your body. Within fraction of seconds it will identify, you have this problem, please go and visit the doctor, and alert will be generated. In the future is this one. So sensors will apply on your body, but you are normal, you are working, you are sitting in your room, or you are sitting in your home, or you are working in some place, or you are traveling wherever you, but they are just applying the sensor on you, and then within fraction of seconds it will scan your body, and then head, what are the drawbacks, and hand and blood and nerves, what are everything it will capture within the fraction of seconds, and it will store in the database. Think about one person. Here we are. It is how much data is required. Then think about whole world. So that's what I'm saying. Data science is, it's a mind blowing concept in the future. Okay. So analyzing. So immediately. But if you go and check up in the hospital, like you have to, if you want to check up, you need MR scan, like MR scan, and then you can go for CT scan, okay, and then you can go X-ray, and then blood test, and then urine test, and then all the test. How much cost you can understand, and how much charge they will do, how much time it will take, and how much when you go there it will not complete one day. So how much time is wasting? So the how much equipment is required? So nothing required in the future. Just they will send sensors on you. Just they will store everything. And also now operations are going on not manual, through computerized. Computerized operations are going on if you observe. So then using, so if computer is accepting means data should be required. Okay, once when touch screen is happening in the front, like in front of doctor, he's just scrolling and touch the screen and sending one scissor inside the body using system, not like previously it was, there are so many side effects came after surgery, right? So without that, now sending sensors inside the body and doing like surgery. So it has to capture every minute what is happening, every second, and the levels of life when you are doing surgery. Then there's BP levels, okay, and then required whatever the data, okay, it has to show in a monitor. It has to capture, because they need proof, right? When you are doing, because of BP something happened. So if doesn't capture that, then if something is happened that is then it is impact for the hospital, right? So these are them. And then now it's changing the hospital methodology. A patient will not once patient will visit, next time patient has to visit next time. So doctor will say, right, come for next 15 days, but patient may forget, and patient doesn't have like impact, she is not satisfied. Those things will happening, right? Now what happened? So it will give alert immediately every day, what is the progress of patient after giving medicine. Okay, so whether it is working or not. If not work, call the patient immediately and change the product, so that the system is going on. Okay, so these are like these are the one example I have decided I am explaining, and there are so many phases we are going, and we have one more important project in healthcare also. We are going to discuss in our training. Okay, so what then? It will take the biometric transfer, IoT gateway sensors, and data transfer to server, and enterprise data service. It will keep there. Sorry, it will keep in databases. Okay, enterprise infrastructure means in their respective databases, and data analytics means after receiving the data, analysis is will be done. After that only, right? Customer is well or not well, so we can able to decide. Okay, so engagement dashboard means then like we will say scans will be there, reports, everything will manage in the dashboard level. Okay, and make informed decisions after reporting, after searching, after analysis, the report will be generated. From there we can tell doctors will tell that, okay, this is the problem you have, those things. So it will be automated. Okay, now it's going on slowly. That's what, don't feel like we started data science too fast. Okay, actually Now it's a scratch building. Okay, now you have to capture the market. That within 2 years, India is growing more digital. So it will deal with data only. Nobody is going for manual. And some software companies are also coming, and they are not requesting to come to office, come from home through cloud basis. Okay, so those things are also happening. Using data science in finance sector, it's also very key role. First, what is the application? For example, a loan manager can easily access and sift through loan applications, financial details using the data set. I'm talking about only loan. I'm not talking about internet banking, mobile banking, okay, and ATM and transaction. I'm not talking about. I'm just taking one example. If you need loan, what type of loan you require, like house loan, car loan, okay, those things, and then loan application portal. So they will give one portal where you need to provide the data. Okay. After that data transfer to server, once you provide the data, it will store in their structure format, and the data analysis will be happening. After that, they will check your credit card report and history, approved amount and risk, what is the, so and everything they will check, and they will inform to the client whether the application is rejected or approved after validations. So keeping the documents analysis, everything will be done on data science. See how much impact is there. This is, I'm taking only loan application. Think about in other factors also. So using data science in public sector. Now Indian company is, so Indian government also moving using data science in an efficient manner. Okay, for example, in US company, I'm talking data dot government. So all the stuff related to agriculture, business, climate, consumer, everything is provided in one place. The government in different countries shared large data sets from various domains with the public. Data.government is a website hosted and maintained by the US government. So US government is have maintaining data in one place. So like all the data respect to that country, okay, like education, energy, ocean, manufacturing. So then picking the data in a two-phase manner. So clickable observer also will be reduced and bringing the data in one segment, one place. So large collection of data set and sectors and different sectors also keeping in one place instead of going for multiple. Okay. So this is the one of the example for us, like data science is also involved in public sector. Think about railways, railway tracking mechanism every second. Not here. If you go for like big cities like Mumbai, and then see how the local trains will be affecting. Every second train will come and go, right? So how they are streaming, how they are identifying, how much data and what track is, what train is coming. Okay, so everything it should capture. So this depends on only the data streaming. Data, it's only capturing the data in a right and efficient manner. Okay. So the real challenge for data science, it's our challenge, what we have to do. Some of the challenges data scientists face in the real-time world as listed here. One is the first one, data quality doesn't conform to the set standards. So till now, data quality is doesn't have any one perfect path. Okay, for example, you went for one restaurant, you had lunch, you came back, but food is not good. So who will take care of that? You have written a review, who will take care of that? So the quality of data, some areas is not making meaningful. So if it is come, so going forward it will come. So the quality standard is also very important. How much data, like what data we are providing. If we are serious care about the customer, then company will shake because of the one review. So it will happen, it will be going to happen soon. Okay, because there are a lot of mechanisms will be going on. So there are some research is going on how one review will make change to the company. So those things they are planning for that. But nowadays nobody is caring about reviews, but it will be happening. Okay, so data quality is very important. What data you are going to provide to the end results as end result to the client. So data integration is a complex task that I told you, right? Bringing the data from database, bringing the data from text format, bringing the data from PDF format. So these things, integration is a complex task. Okay, in one structured format. So whatever the format we have, if you want to apply the models, we have to bring one structured format. So data distributed in a large cluster. So data distributed in a large cluster in like in HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system, which is difficult to integrate and analyze. So the only important factor and very complex factor is analyzing the unstructured data. Analyzing the unstructured data is a difficult part. So unstructured and semi-structured data are harder to analyze. Like structured data, we have it's just text data. We can apply already APIs will be there. We can able to do. But how you can analyze a video? How you can analyze audio? Okay, how you can analyze image? So we have to write some machine learning models to apply that to get the data, accurate data. Okay. So here, so CSV files are, you can say RDBMS databases and NoSQL database, web application, API streaming, whatever, Hadoop cluster, whatever. So it will be storing in a cluster, and analyzing is storing is very important. Like it's easy, but how to bring the data after analyzing the fraction of seconds. So that is the big challenge for the data scientist. Okay. So data analytics and Python. So most, like as I discussed, storing mechanism is open source, like without license, that will be big data, and then it's open source and unlimited storage. Apart from that, we don't require any storage system. Now, what about middle layer code to integrate with the data, that system? If it is a license version, it is a problem. If it is a license version, it is a problem. So we need another open source tool to integrate with another open source storage system. So that's why Python is playing a key role right now. Now it will be involving all the technologies. Wherever difficulty is there, Python will go on work. Okay, so Python deals with each stage of data analytics efficiently by applying different libraries and packages. So everything is captured in the library and modules only. So whatever when we require that data, we will get it, and we can use that library and we can apply the statistics. That's it. So we are not going to build a Python libraries. It's already pre-built. Now it's crossed 3 lakhs libraries are there. So the first step, it will be acquire using Python, and then wrangle the data and preparing the different formats and explore. Exploring using Matplotlib is one of the standard tool will be there. Okay, like it's a library in Python where we can design some charts and some those things. Okay, using in efficient way, we can explore that the data and model. That means we can design such models to for the client. We can like using some like NumPy and using NumPy, so that the calculations, those things we can apply some statistical models. Okay, those things, and then visualize the data. So we have some tools, Bokit and then SciPy. There are some tools which we are. So I can give you high level information on each and everything. So these are the steps we are analyzing. For analyzing data, these are the steps we are using. When after data is available, then only this process will start. If data is not there, this will not help. So first, data storage mechanism, big data, and then analyzing using Python, then applying the statistical models, and displaying the dashboard. This is the process for analytics. Okay. So Python tools and technologies. So Python is a general purpose open source programming language that lets you quickly and integrate system more effectively. So as we discussed so far, like scientific computing and software mathematics, science and generating, we will be SciPy, and data analysis using pandas. Machine learning, you can some machine learning Python tools will be there. These are learn these things. Graphics computing will be there. So these things. So Python is the very efficient manner. Okay, already I think you have people already done Python course, right? That you have done Python course. Now you have to integrate that course into real time. Okay, I can drive you in that path, not like explaining what is OOPS concept. That not like that. So integrate with data and real time we can apply. Okay, that's where you have to learn Python. Okay, so now benefits of Python, as we discussed: easy to learn, open source, efficient and multi-platform support, huge collection of libraries, functions and modules. We have big open source community will be there for Python 3. If you need any help, you can discuss with the community members. But Python 2 it doesn't have, but Python 3 is have, and it is more securable now. Okay, and it's migrating from Python 2 to Python 3. Integrate well with all enterprise apps and system. Wherever you need Python will work there. So great vendor and product support. So these are the benefits of Python which we are, because Python and then big data and data, it's a combination work will start now. Okay, because then only you can able to understand the problem, scenario and solution. Okay, so big data platforms and processing framework is the for Python. Okay, what are the frameworks will be there, and big data platform on the top of big data platform and processing. So Python is supported by well-established data platforms and processing frameworks that helps analyze data in a simple and an efficient way. So here data scientists first. So first it will start big data, an enterprise big data platform. So this is very important. Cloudera, Hortonworks, and MapReducer. So think leave about MapReducer. Just you write the program and it will pick the data. But Cloudera, Hortonworks is a too important thing. There are so many layers because it's an open source, right? If it is an open source, who will protect the data? Just 1 second. See here. So if it is a system like you are storing unlimited data, okay, just 1 second. So if you have data already, so that data you are storing, because in you can say big data, okay, I can say Hadoop. It's a open source, right? So if it is a open source, then how you can, if license versions also not secure in these days, then how it is secure open source? So on the top of that, big data or Hadoop will security layer will be there. Okay, then we can call it as these two things. Okay, Hortonworks and Cloudera. These two are protection layers for the Hadoop. If you want to hit the Hadoop data in ethical hacking, hacking will be there, right? So it is happening. So if you want to hit the data like Hadoop, it's open source. Even though it is open source, if you want to hit, first you have to hit the layers like Hortonworks and Cloudera. So if you hit, then all immediately alerts will be raised and automatically backup system will be automatically will capture. Okay, so it will secure these two layers. So there is more demand, high package will be there for Cloudera and Hortonworks. Okay, but not like, so even you are working as a data scientist, you will be working in that area also. Okay, so that's chance. You are not, as a data scientist, you are not involving in all the segments. There is a chance to involve in one part of area. Okay, so big data processing framework. So like Hadoop MapReducer. So previously we have written MapReducer programs in Java. Now we are writing in Python. Okay, those things. So on Spark, we are using Spark there. Now we are using PySpark. Okay, Flink also one framework will be there. Squirrel SQL is there to visualize the data through from database, like from Hadoop system. Okay, so Python tool for data analysis and processing on top of Hadoop also. Python is only the tool now. It is applying on for analysis purpose on big data. It's efficient, simple and efficient tool technology we are using right now. Java is there, but it will not work for unstructured and semi-structured data. As a data scientist, you will be involving in these areas. Okay. So you know what we have learned. So data science, however, data scientists and what are the problems we have faced. Like data scientists solve big problems in public and private sector. Okay. Which one? This one. We will be involving every area. We will be involving every area. So sometimes we require Python programming to integrate, or we need, that's what, as a data scientist you have to keen understanding about each and every segment here. Okay, but depends upon the project, depends upon the price they will decide, right? So depends upon how you use skills, then they will decide your roles. So there is a possibility to involve in all the segments. But if it is not urgent project, then they will involve you. They will give one application. But think in a positive way. Data scientist will have to involve in all the segment, but you are the responsible for one area, and also you have to capture. You have to observe what other people also doing. So only the thing, you are the responsible for the project. So you are the responsible for the project in the sense you will be, see, even along with employees, so along with the team members, you will be working on Python. But your responsibility to take care of the project also, right? So big data processing who are working, you need to understand what they are doing. Okay, then only you can able to, you see these, when you go for data scientist, you have daily 3 to 4 client calls. Definitely you have. Once the project is closed, they will not touch you for 2 to 3 months till the next project will come. So you will not get the stuff. Without weekends, without weekdays, you have to work as a data scientist. Once the project is closed, then they will not touch whether you will be in office or you will be in home with next to 2 to 3 months till the next project. But if you want, you can go on. So this flexibility is there because all product-based companies only now migrating data science. Service-based companies, if you get, don't go there. They will give miscellaneous activities again. Your career will graph will come down. So please attend very good product-based companies, and then wait for that. Once you join there, then that's enough for this life. Okay, so or you can also support for freelancing, you can also support for, you can also train the students, you can also train the people inside the company. So that's the respect that comes with in a different manner. Okay, so as a data scientist, you have to know big data, you have to know R language, you have to know Python. Then only they will give case study, you can apply the case study, right? It's not like interview questions. Like interview questions may there in one round, but then last round will be case study, how your analytical skills works. For example, I am giving one temple. So explain me, this is the my market strategy. How can I get the money from using in this segment. So you can observe as a data scientist, what you have to do is first understand what is the temple, which god is there, how many people are visiting per day, how many people are visiting in the hotels around that, and how many peoples are coming from by what, by vehicle, and then by flight, by train, those things captured, how much money is spending in that area, who is staying in rich hotels, okay, and how much they are uh, like you can say, you can observe in like hundi calculation per day how much is coming, okay, how many males are coming, how many females are coming, how many children are coming, okay. So you can capture those information and explain to the team that because it's a sentimental god, people are coming from different state, especially from north state, people are coming, so we need to concentrate north related product, first thing. Second thing, people are north related, people are staying in rich hotels, so what you will do, so we need to maintain for the only north related food of those things, some more extra, okay, those things. And people are coming from all trains only, maximum data will be coming from trains, so because we are, so then understand, like you can report to the central government are then, so we need some more trains, extra train, you can put it for to visit our temple, so you can give the some suggestions, so you can then that is your suggestion, right? Then you integrate with the technology, okay, python like our language, where it will work exactly, and tableau how it will work, and those things, that's well enough, okay. So these are the case studies to handle, so we'll discuss more, like 5 to 6 case studies will be there apart from our job, our training, like what we say project, so then we will be discussing those case studies also, okay. So this includes data science overview, okay, this is not like we are not involved directly in technical part. So the next lesson we are going to discuss about data analytics overview. So we use R language, statistical analytics. Analytics is very important. So after this is just where you will, what is data science as a data scientist, what your roles, what you are doing. It's in a broad, just in just brief level. When we go for analytics, what you have to exactly do in analytics, in what method you have to do. If you go in that, so how you will get the report. So once data analytics is overview will be happening, after this we will be entering into the practical sessions, like in you will be working. We'll take one project from the starting only, we'll take one project, we'll start. Without project we can't teach this one. So we'll take one project like healthcare or networking or banking, then we'll start working on that. So from your side, just put your efforts also slowly. By end of the training, I'll give you 3 projects definitely. If not, I can increase some more 10 to 15 days also. Doesn't have any problem. Okay. So we'll close that with happily, and then we can attend the train. So don't try to think interview questions right away. Okay. Just understand the future of data science. Technology is very easy. Case study, if you follow these methods, that this only this ppt is enough to explain the case study, okay. But we'll go slowly, and I will take sessions from you, you have to explain to me in that project also, each and everyone, so like that we can have interaction and we can go, okay. So this is the data science overview. So we'll see tomorrow class with the data analytics overview, and then tomorrow I can close these discussions, like brief discussions, and we can start working on tools and programming. Okay. Thank you guys. If you have any question, just post me in the group or like in personal window. We can discuss, or you can call me. Okay. So before that, I have already shared 10 python tests in the groups, online test, so please practice and complete, even whether you get marks or not, that's first attempt and try to close today, and it will be helpful for you to understand better. Okay guys, thank you and we'll meet tomorrow.